Hi, I'm Stephen here from Archery Supplies. I'm here at 40 metres, just so you can see it's 40 metres. Right down there. It looks like a long way, and I was a bit scared shooting this new bow. So this is a Hoyt Ventum 33. Just a bit about what's on here. So the customer brought this bow from me. He said he shot about 100 shots. I did a review with it yesterday. I was like, this is a really good bow. One of my viewers said, look, why don't you do shoots at like 40 or 50 meters so you can see how it groups. So I thought, well, let's see how this groups, because I had questions about how I would shoot with this bow with this grip and whether it'd be twitchy. And it just felt so well set up. And I'm not having a brag here about how I set up the bow. It just, like the peep sight here is perfectly around this. Now that's really hard to get. Now my gut feeling is when I would have done this for the customer, we would have gone through a whole heap of peep sights to get that correct for him. And I think I remember spending an hour twisting this peep sight to get it exactly perfect because he wasn't happy if it was just a little bit out. And he shoots 100 arrows out of the bow. But I really appreciate it because I know how much time goes into it. And for my own gear, I don't put that much time in because I'm like, I'd rather be shooting arrows than spending that amount of time just to get it that perfect. But this bow feels spot on, right? So what we've got here is a Pro Blade rest. So it's standard for target. Now he's got the wide blade on it, which is what you normally use for thick indoor arrows. Now the reason he would have done that is because the normal blades, his arrows probably came off because he wasn't smooth drawing. Now I'll still shoot okay, and the arrows will stay on the blade rest a lot easier, but if you're going to shoot for target, you go for the thinner one. The draw length felt about right to me. The peep sight felt felt pretty good for me. Now it feels a little bit low, but it's pretty good. It's got a landslide sight on from Axel. These things are amazing. It's got the AVX, I think it's the 31 on the front. It's just perfect. There's no stabilizer on this bow, but let's shoot it. I've got a camera down the other end. Yeah, some of my arrows, this only has 2 vanes. It doesn't matter. That will shoot fine. Now, I have shot practice arrows before filming, and my last 2 actually missed the target. My last one was a high 9. Oh, so let's just move my sight up a little bit. And they were a little bit to the left. I really like the landslide. It's got micro adjustment left and right, which I really like. It doesn't have micro adjustment up and down. It's just a wheel, which is really common for 3D. But let's see how well I shoot. I was a bit worried I'd get left and right variation. I don't know if I will or won't. But just in my first practice in, the sight pin was really stable, more stable than I thought it would be. Aiming, because of the grip, I thought it might have been a bit twitchy, and I didn't feel that. So let's see how I shoot. Now I'm shooting a Scott Ascent back tension release aid. I've shot that release aid ever since I did the review so many years ago. The vanes are a hybrid. Look, I haven't found any difference on any vanes. So people go, oh, which vane's the best? Look, they all shoot pretty much the same. Now what is really important when you're doing these reviews is weather. And with the viewer who said, look, you should shoot at 40 or 50 meters, the problem is if it's a bit windy, it will show, your groups will really open up, right? If it's too hot, the sun's not right, like right now the sun's just come out. It was better before when it was a bit overcast. Literally 10 minutes ago, the weather was perfect. Weather has a massive impact on your ability to shoot. you'll see a lot of people who shoot like qualifying scores for like to shoot in the Australian team will shoot those scores early in the morning before the wind comes up, because otherwise they wouldn't shoot the scores. So they will set the shoots at like 7 o'clock in the morning, before the wind comes up, when the light's pretty good. They'll have the target where it's well lit up, so they can see, because it makes a huge difference. I mean, I shot the state championships, I don't know how long ago, 3 months ago, and it was horrific wind. Like the arrows were blowing off the rest. 50k winds. Not California bushfire winds, but I'm going to say close to that. And everyone's scores were just shattered. They were just terrible. Now what I noticed with this blade, because it's shooting a white blade, it makes a bit of a twang. Normally the blades are right on the arrow, but this is so deep down. Now the thing for me, when I set up bows, as I said, I spend a fair bit of time setting up bows for people. And you do it for free. I don't know if your shop does it for free, but I do it for free because I just couldn't be bothered to have arguments with people. I feel people don't truly appreciate the time you put into setting up the bow, because this is amazing and I really appreciate it. Like I said, this person said he shot 100 arrows and I believe him, I threw it. So I spent more time setting up the bow than he actually spent time shooting the bow. It doesn't feel right to me. Like if you went to a car mechanic and they did the work for you for free, I don't think you appreciate it. But when they charge you $400 an hour and they go $800 for 2 hours, you appreciate it. And now my mechanic's saying, well, I've done work for you for free. I do appreciate it. I really do. I do appreciate it those times I'm stranded. This one's got one fletch. I do really appreciate it. I'm just saying the average person doesn't appreciate it. But I do appreciate anyone who does work on my stuff, because it's just really hard to get quality work done. But I really appreciate this because it's just all perfect. Like the peep size, the peep rotation, the way the bow shoots, it's really good. I mean, I had a lady in the other day. She was buying a bow for herself. Set it all up. I spent 2 hours with her setting up her bow. And she's never shot before, and she went down there and she shoots this little tight grip, bang. I'm smiling. She goes, "What are you smiling for?" I'm like, "You don't appreciate how good that is." Because it's like, for me, when I started, I didn't hit the target button. I was just left down there alone, arrows coming out sideways out of the bow, because the shops never set up gear for you when I started. They just handed you the bow and it was like, "See you later." And the arrows wouldn't have been suited for the bow, and the club just left you down there alone. It was so bad, and you've probably heard this in some other videos, when there was 4 targets on the target butt for field, I would aim in the middle of the 4. and hope I'd randomly hit one of the 4 targets around it. It was it wasn't good. So I really appreciate being able to shoot a bow. I really appreciate a good bow. I really appreciate the bow being set up. I really appreciate when the arrows fly down range. It's, for me, it's like magic, and I've been doing it for 40 years, and it still feels like magic. Okay, I feel like I'm shooting this bow amazing. I feel like they're all going dead in the middle, and I can't see where the arrows are going. So I might be wrong when I get down there, but I feel like I'm releasing dead in the middle, and I feel like it's going dead in the middle. There's no vibration with the bow. I have no stabilizers. And this bow just feels spot on. That one might be, I feel like I've shot that one slightly high in the 10. Alright, let's go down and have a look at the group, fingers crossed. Okay. First off, let's thank the Hoyt dealers for not reviewing their bows. Thank you, because that is amazing. I feel like I'm insulting the Hoyt dealers. That is good. Like, no, it's not a target setup. That's the first. It's the first time I've shot the bow. I had a viewer comment, "Oh, you're so pro PSE." Yeah, PSE t-shirt. No, all bows today shoot so good. They really do. Regardless of the brand, they're all pretty amazing. Like this group. It's a basic hunting, when I say a basic hunting site, like it's not a click site. So the World Archery is 50 meters. I shot at 40, so it's a little bit closer, but 10 meters really doesn't make that much difference. This is really good scores. Like, I haven't shot compound for months and months and months. I shoot recurve, like I shot recurve last night, 60 arrows. I've been struggling to get the arrow counts up, and I shot it relatively poorly. This is really good. This is like me at my best. Right, so just on this. Last night, the owner of Pandera sent me through a video of him testing his new arrows. He's got some new arrows coming out, and they were being shot at 70 meters, and they have a shooting machine, and he shows me the group. Bang, bang, down at the end, right? And what I find hard when doing reviews and people say shoot at distance and do a review, it depends on the day. Because if, like I said, if there's a bit of wind, it can open up because you're moving around so much. And kind of seeing arrows shot out of a shooting machine doesn't mean a lot to me, because I feel like they should hit the same spot, right? This group there is really good. This was probably my last one, I'm guessing, because I feel like I released it about here. I don't know what that one is, but I'm happy with this. Like, this is amazing. Right. So, the VTM 33. The grip, I thought I would get a bit of left and right variation because I'm not as comfortable with it. Doesn't feel as comfortable to me as like the grips that I'm familiar with that are on all your target bows. Like your Hoyt, I'm not going to say Matthews because Matthews got a unique grip. And I'm very comfortable with the Elite grips, right? They just feel really, really good for me. But this group, the sight pin just settled really well. How the sight pin and the housing is just perfect. that must have taken me a fair while to get that perfect for the customer, because you can move your sight in and out to get that perspective exact, and it's exact. It's just, they line up and it's like, whoa, look at this, the two circles are lining. It's so good. And he shot 100 arrows with this bow. You're killing me. Now, I'm going to say the reason he shot 100 arrows with this bow is because I found it too easy, so I want to shoot a recurve. Yeah, like, this is awesome. This is awesome. Awesome bow. The draw cycle is excellent. Excellent. Smooth. The wall is solid. I said in the review I'd probably shoot with less let off. So I'd make the valley shorter just because I feel like I could hold more. But like, this group is amazing. Now with less let off, so a shorter valley, in wind it generally makes you a little bit more stable. Okay, so I would still do that regardless of how good this group is, because the group is spot on. Like, it's just, it's amazing, really amazing. So anyway, the Hoyt, so the summary is, I think the paintwork's not as good as some other brands. Some other brands of top line bows have got all the tuning stuff, which is cool. Now, I tend not to use it, right? But if you're going out hunting and you want to get your vanes and your broadheads to shoot the target arrows and the broadheads to hit the same spot, well, that's where the tuning comes in. And it's a cool thing to have, because you like half a turn and it's like, whoa, the bow's perfect. It's very cool. It makes your life really simple, and makes the shop's life really simple. I cannot tell you how many hours I used to spend with customers for free because they want to get their arrows to match the broadheads, and I'm like, this is killing me because I didn't make much on the bow and now I'm just doing everything for free. I love the tuning systems just from a shop perspective because it makes my life easy. So, but I think the VTM, I think the cams are excellent, the draw cycle is excellent, the vibration's excellent, the speed is really good. I didn't move the sight from 20 to 40. The 40s were landing down here. So that's about, 13 inches lower. Very happy with the overall bow. It's a complete surprise to me. And it's not a surprise that the bow's good because, like I said, all bows are really good today. But the weight feels good. Everything feels good. And yet this is the first VTM 33 traded in my shop. Maybe one of the only shot in this state. So I'm going to say all the shops in Australia sell Hoyt, basically, except for me. I do sell Hoyt, but not many of them. And there's just none out there. I don't know if there's many in your clubs, but it should have been a big selling bow, because it's really good. Like I said, you still may choose Bowtech or Elite because of the tuning systems, or you can change the valleys more and that sort of stuff, or the PSE is cheaper. There's reasons why you choose the other bows, but the thing is putting it in contention for choosing a top of the line bow. Like, is this a bow you look to? I'm not sure why this customer picked this bow, but fantastic. Really good. I'm Stephen Hand from Archery Supplies. Thanks for watching. I'm going to do a video with the Envision now, because I'm interested to see, because I think the Envision is really good, and I haven't shot it for a year, and I was interested to compare my results with the Hoyt to the Envision. The Envision's 31 inches axle, bigger brace height, but I used to shoot good with that, so I brought that in to try. So I'm going to do a 40 meter shot with that and see if it groups okay. Oh, and my one arrow fletched arrow is in the middle. So before, I used to have all people complain about fletching and the condition of fletching. It's dead in the middle of the group. Anyway, it's all about the archer and repeating the same shot over and over again. So, and having the gear set up correctly. But anyway, this, like I said, I think I spent a fair bit of time with this customer setting up this bow and making it all perfect for him. And then he shoots 100 arrows. But I do appreciate it now because I've shot it and it's like, oh, that's so good. Anyway, I'm Stephen Hand. Thanks for watching.